see some of you putting your things away. That's not the right decision. You need to write these things down, and then we're going to talk about the thermometers you made. You got about 30 seconds. All right, please have a seat at this time. All right, making your thermometer today, you just needed to use 2 points. The first point is called the melting point or melting temperature. That is when you had the ice-water mixture. You got the temperature of that. That's the level the liquid went up to. Then you put it into boiling water. This is called the boiling point for water or boiling temperature. This is the temperature at which the substance boils or condenses. At this temperature, both liquid and gas phases were present. That's why you saw the bubbles in the water. At the melting point, you had ice and water, solid and liquid, both present. Okay? You got those 2 measurement points. Those are the 2 points. Those are only the 2 points you need to make a thermometer. You also got room temperature, which was about 25% of the way up. So freezing point was 0. If the boiling point was 100, the room temperature would have been about 25. And then you got the ice-salt mixture, which was below 0. You saw it go below the 0 mark. Okay? These temperatures here are what people use to make the first thermometers. Okay? Daniel G. Fahrenheit in 1724 invented the first thermometer. He used mercury as his liquid instead of ethylene glycol. Degree is what is called the increment of temperature that corresponds to 1 unit of temperature. The size of a degree depends on the temperature scale used. So some temperature scales, the degree is a larger amount than others. But all of the measurement scales are proportional to one another. Fahrenheit used ice and salt as his 0. He used body temperature as 96. In 1936, his original thermometer was recalibrated by scientists. The boiling point of water was at 212, and the human body went up to 98.6 instead of 96. Maybe he just had a cold day, or he didn't do it quite right. The ice-salt mixture was at 0 degrees for Fahrenheit. Now, Fahrenheit is used in America because he was the first to discover the thermometer. However, around the world, the SI system uses what's called the Celsius thermometer, named after Anders Celsius. In 1747, he was a Swedish astronomer and created a thermometer with a different scale. Since he was an astronomer in Sweden, he had a lot of snow available to him because he had to study the stars at night. And so he had snow and he had boiling water. 0 and 100 is what he chose. Celsius temperature scale is now part of the metric system of measurements called the Système International. Most of the world and all scientists measure temperature in degrees Celsius. Degrees Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit both measure the same thing, temperature. However, their relationship is shown by this mathematical formula, which you want to write down, or this one. They're the same formula. One's in a decimal, one's in a fraction. Okay? So if you have degrees Celsius, you almost double it and add 32 to get Fahrenheit. So 9/5 is almost double. 1.8 is almost double. 9/5 equals 1.8. If you have Fahrenheit and you want to get Celsius, you just rearrange the equation to get the Celsius. So if we had 212 Fahrenheit, we could rearrange the equation and find out that equals 100 degrees